Welcome to the most important day of the tournament. Sunday's competition going down here at the 2024 NXL Mid-Atlantic Major League Paintball here in Atlantic City. And I'm Matty Marshall alongside paintball legends Thomas Taylor and Rich Telford. We're here in the wild card round. If you are in this round, well, hey, you made it to Sunday, but you have to win 4 games to win the tournament. Jumping into point number 1, and it's going to be Baltimore Revo making another Sunday, taking on Tampa Bay Damage. And it looks like first body to drop is going to be Elliott Weaver for Baltimore Revo. They're playing from the red side. Tampa Bay Damage in those black and blue jerseys, and they are on the blue side. They're going to dive Smith into the snake.
5-on-2 advantage here for Damage.
Oh, yeah, man. Revo getting chewed up. No penalties either. Just a really good break here for Damage, Thomas.
Revo's Dorito player left about 3 seconds early.
Yeah.
In the Dorito corner before the buzzer even went off. So they had to start 4-on-5, and then Elliott Weaver got shut off the break. So
4-on-1 advantage Damage. Yeah, that was a really, really good start that turned into a bad start.
I mean, he could have made 300 or 400 off the break, I think.
Shorty,
so
the only one left alive out there for Revo.
pretty easy point here for Tampa Bay to start.
Yeah, I don't know if he heard it. I didn't hear another buzzer, so I'm not really sure what happened there. He was really far out there, though.
Very anxious to get out there and do some work. I like it, the fact that he just kept running. You hear when, he's like, I'm not going back there. I can't retag.
Well, with the rules, if you leave early, as long as you don't pull your gun up, you can go back, as long as you were touching beforehand. So I'm not sure why he didn't try at least.
Yeah.
Maybe because there's no back center.
Well, and also, what a tough break. Yeah, no back center, but what a tough break to get a bad start on point number 1, a Sunday. Kind of want everything to go your way on Sunday when you don't have a lot of games to work with. It's win or you're packing your bags and heading home. So jumping into this first point here, the Brooklyn Bears making another Sunday. Good for them. And Infamous, that's a roster. I mean, everyone wants to win a tournament, and they got a dialed-in roster. Both teams dropping bodies here early. This layout can get crazy off the break with those early deaths, but it's going to be a slight advantage. It's going to be 4 bodies to 3 in favor of Infamous. Brooklyn Bears had a body trapped in the pocket, but they just got one out wide D side into D1.
Russell back into Snake 1 looking inside. He's got Jonah inside him. Those two are going to work together. Referee's coming to get the check on the D1 player for the Bears. Gets out there alive. 3-on-4 advantage for Infamous. Oh, until Infamous takes a walk on the D side.
Yeah,
3-on-3 now.
Bears player looked like he won a gunfight down that tape over there against Sam.
Yeah.
It also looked like the ref ran in and checked Sam really good off the break, so maybe he got bounced going in there because the ref was really giving him a one-over.
It looked like it. Good cons from both teams. Slightly better field position for the Bears because they are outside on that Dorito side. I believe that's Joe Barrett in the can of death over there at Dorito side for Infamous. Watching over Jonah.
Yeah, looking over the shoulders here. Brooklyn Bears on the red side of the field.
Infamous is called Ready Alert 44. I believe they think it's a 4-on-4 or that there's 4 guys left on the Bears. He said he didn't see 2 guys walk out. Good comms.
Well, if it's a 44, he's off on his team and their team because it is a 33 based off the numbers we generally use.
Yeah.
33 meaning 3-on-3 or?
Yes. He was yelling 44. We assume that's, 4-on-4.
Yeah. Well, he might not have been seen Nate walk off because he was so dominant this way.
Just saying there might be someone at home that doesn't know what 33 or 44 means.
Yes. Yeah, so for the users of that, a lot of people use different counts, but the easiest thing to do is just to say a number, and that's how many you have alive and how many they have alive. So 53, we have 5, they have 3. We're here in 44, so assuming they're using that code, they're off because it's actually a 33, 3-on-3 going on right now. Infamous with a snake side advantage, and then Bears with a Dorito side advantage. Let's see which one works out better here.
Yep. And this first important point of the match is really, really important, really crucial. And neither guy wants to lose this first point and give the other team a little bit of an advantage going to that next point. So no one out here is looking to make a mistake.
Well, Manners is going to make a move up and get into that wedge here for the Bears. Got a body behind him.
Yeah, Austin's behind him in that snake little temple there. I can see Austin try to get himself out to that corner and then into that snake too if he could. Trying to get in a little better position there. He can support the inside player a little bit better there. Comms have kind of died down. Guns have kind of died down a little bit.
Yeah, it's got a little quiet out there.
Man, Brustleback's still got like 5-6 pods on his back. I would start throwing some of that paint just generally down at the other side of the field.
It really looks like he's just working on that.
He's waiting for the
snake
perfect
entry
shot.
temple shot, right? Like he's just like, okay, I dare you to try to feel wide. Manner's the first one to make some moves here, leaving the, are we calling that the God Bunker, the little temple in the middle?
I've been calling it like the cathedral or the messy pile of bunkers in the middle of the field.
So he's going in there, and
You talking about the center structure?
yeah.
Yeah, we just been calling it the center structure. Hasn't really
And he's
acquired
gonna
it.
get a free kill here.
Oh yeah, so yeah, Brusselback bites, and on the attack, it's eaten up. So that move up the middle worked out for the Bears. So it was a high body situation for Infamous, and now it's a low body situation. It's a 2-on-3.
Brusselback played really well there. I would have liked to have seen him use like a couple of those pods on his back to put a little bit of pressure cross-field on that Dorito before he made that move.
And as you're saying that, Joe loses the gunfight, leaving Jonah by himself in a 1-on-3. So great job by the Bears, down 3-on-4, stuck in the pocket, worked their way out to the wide Doritos, choose the gunfight, win a gunfight, and then do some magic up the middle.
Yeah, it's one
Just
Infamous.
the way they drew it up.
One Infamous is going to want back.
30 seconds.
I would go with Pop.
In the pits right now with the Bears.
Corner is more livable than Seattle.
20 seconds.
So now Tampa Bay damage, Baltimore Revo coming out to play their next point. Slight lead for Tampa Bay. Had a real good first point for them.
See if Revo has an answer for that first point. They do have an answer. We'll start with having 5 guys alive. Weaver taking a hard bounce, going to that tower again, or that can.
Yeah, these teams have switched sides. And so Revo going to be on the blue side, Tampa Bay on the red side. Keith Brown getting right into the snake. I talked to Keith Brown this morning. Said, how you feeling, man? You healthy? Everything feeling good? He's like, everything's good. My body's okay, but, man, I'm a little beat up. This ground is hard. I'm like, well, you were definitely getting after it out there, so.
I really like how he went to that the short temple there on the snake side, got gun dominance, and just ran and shot to the snake, too. Like, just kept his eyes up.
Yeah,
Like,
red
I'm
lack
going to go
pressure.
down when you make me go down, right?
Yep.
Yeah, you'll see the best players in the world really keep their eyes up, looking for that incoming pressure. And if they don't get it, it's gonna, they're gonna play with a little bit more freedom. A little bit. Oh, look at this though.
Cross shot from the Dorito 3 mat.
I was just about to call that. Revo makes a nice move into the 300, and who was the snake player for damage?
I think
Brian
Smith.
Smith, yeah. So it's
Agent
Smith,
Smith.
and then
He's
yeah,
just playing like it's short Doritos.
Yeah, and Adams was the one that got that kill, I believe, from that D3 position here for Revo.
Weaver taking the walk. Maddie, 4-on-4 here.
So Weaver's been shot off the break 2 games in a row and then takes an early walk. It's unlike him. Usually he's like the guy that's going to last to the end. So.
Yeah, he's usually the last player left alive, almost pulling out some crazy low body magic.
Yeah, that can is super hard to play. Like a lot, you're getting bounced 30% of the time going there. A lot of time, people are getting shot out of there, and even if you're alive later, you get pinched. Big move up to the 50 Dorito for the Revo.
And there's Adams here on your screen. He's emerged as a starter for Revo. He's getting the spins more than Frank Antetomaso is, and he's been great over there. Adams is a speed demon.
Yeah, he's got wheels.
And he's real aggressive. He's been playing smart, though. He gets in spots. He doesn't die he's, early a lot of times. No reckless, needless gunfights. He's really getting it done for Revo. He's really like what we're seeing out of Adams.
We got ourselves a 4-on-4. Both teams in the snake. Revo with the advantage and the 50 Dorito, and they're really putting the pinch on whoever's in the what's the S bunker?
Which
Yeah,
bunker?
What do we call the S?
The south
South Electronics.
Yeah, South Electronics, the White Tower, South Electronics Tower.
the South Electronics Tower is really getting pinched out right now.
Yeah, he's definitely feeling that pressure.
Yeah, look, he is underneath that thing. He's doing a great job living underneath it. Good thing there's long bungees. I had to do that a couple times yesterday, and then I still got stitched in the back. Trust me. Feels like a pincushion back there.
Do you even have any nerve endings left on the outside of your skin?
I must have because
Oh, they
sleeping
got him in
last
the
night was
foot.
rough.
Got him in the foot. Russ didn't see it.
In the tower?
Yep.
Yeah, I told you. He's really
Here comes
pinched it.
Keith's going to launch after. So Keith won the gunfight down the sideline with Benny Carroll, and as soon as he did, he launched, and they were not able to control that zone. So Keith's going to get at least one, and that is going to do it. So Keith Brown going on the list for move of Sunday. We got a lot of Sunday competition still to play, but Keith Brown pumped up.
Keith is fired up,
little
man.
little 3-pack of kills here for Keith Brown to put damage on his back there in point number 2, and it's going to be 2-0 Tampa Bay.
And Keith Brown is super scary when he's in his like nice, easygoing, happy-go-lucky Keith mode. When he gets into like killer Keith mode, that gets really scary.
And his muscles have muscles. I've seen it. Great job by damage there, right? So I'm looking at Keith's body language here. Let's go. I don't know if we have a replay of that, but he's in Snake 2. He looks over. He sees his tower about to die. He knows that they're 80-80 him, which means they're pinching him from both sides. So he took that window of opportunity and turned the entire game right there. What a smart heads-up play. And then he really made him wear it.
Yeah, and we've seen a lot of guys attempt a similar move, and that has worked out a decent amount, but typically you're going to trade that body or maybe get one and almost get the second one, but he got them all. And so right now, Brooklyn Bears up by 1 over Infamous. Infamous now on the red side, and they're going to crawl Jonah Jamrose up to the 50-yard line in the Snake, but a body dropping for the Bears early. Going to be a 5-on-4 situation in favor of Infamous. And they're going to shoot another body, too. So survivability rough here for the Bears, trying to preserve this lead.
5-on-2 advantage for Infamous.
Now, they did win a low body situation in the first point, but they're going to lose their Snake. So this is a real tough situation. 2-on-5.
Be careful. He's shot in the pack.
Yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't get a penalty here. You don't want to do that when there's low bodies. Oh, is this guy gone?
And a penalty.
No one left to pull. Costas.
Oh, no, he's alive in the corner.
Oh, good. Manners made it
like
out
I
there
said,
live.
I thought this is going to go bad. You don't want to start with 4.
Nope.
So, for you watching at home, we keep calling that Dorito can the can of death. It's really easy to shoot off the break. It's very hard to live in. You saw Infamous shoot their can off the break and then shoot another guy out of it, and that guy got a penalty. Like, it's just really hard to live there.
Yeah.
Great containment there from Infamous, drawing that penalty off that forced.
So a tiny bit of a gift. I mean, this point should have gone Infamous's way even without that penalty, but it was a perfect point for him. Looks like 5 players alive.
Refs really checking out Cali over there.
Did you see how long Cali stayed in the blind shot before he kind of developed into that can of death over their D side? He was real deep, real wide for a long time. Read the paint well.
Well, Infamous making this a game early, 9:50. Still in this match. Sam Silberg has emerged as the starter for them on the D side, and he's getting really good. That's the thing about Infamous's line. I mean, Thomas, you're very familiar with this team, played on it for years recently, for moving over to New York Extreme, but got a lot of weapons on that squad, a lot of offense.
There is a ton of offense. It really surprised me how they played last event because they played so defensively and went 0-4 with the worst margin I think I've seen in.
Yeah. Well, and we had Callie and Ryan come up, and they were brutally honest. Like, that was the worst we've played in years, man. I mean, they're. Infamous's plus minus at the last event was a -14. They lost every single game. And after taking 7th at the first event.
Right.
So they're taking dead last and then now making a Sunday. So,
right.
But I talked to them this morning and talked to them yesterday. I mean, they squeaked in 2-2 with an even point spread. So, yeah, consistency just a bit of an issue here in 2024 with Infamous, but they got a whole new day of paintball to make the most of here. Baltimore Revo down by 2. We'll see if they can answer.
Huge move by Revo around the 100, the Dorito 1, into the Dorito 2, coming up gun shooting, but he does not see Keith take Snake 2. Wow, Keith being the X Factor right now.
Yep.
Just playing great.
Yeah, Keith is hungry for another victory.
That's a bad death, too. You got to kind of assume that bunker's hot early on, right?
Anything over here, you don't really know, right? You just play like it's hot until it's not.
Yeah, and if they're not outside on you, you might as well be outside wrapping that Dorito instead of looking inside, right?
Yeah, I actually like being the Doritos wrapping early because it forces everyone to play on this side of the field.
Yeah.
Looking inside is really not that great.
Referee's running in. Looks like both corners are okay.
So Revo repositioning, doing a good job getting out wide, even though they lost that body. They're great position, even though they're 4-on-5. The problem is Damage is really good at sitting. As I say that, they lose their wide guy.
Keith gets another cross shot. 5-on-3 advantage here for Tampa Bay Damage. Tampa Bay Damage in all the spots. Having all the control right now. Benny Carroll moving from the Snake insert into Snake 1. Him and Shorty going to try to stem the tide here. A little 2-on-5 action. If I was coaching, I would probably concede this point. Just try to give us as much time to get back into the pits.
Well, they
timeout.
Definitely now they just lost their Dorito side.
For sure. Now they got to concede. I was going to say, with 10 minutes left, you could maybe let the 3-on-5 play out for 30 seconds, see if somebody can do something. But yeah, might as well just get it back to 5-on-5. You spotted them 3. Damage looked dialed already this morning, though. Definitely had their coffee. Some good meetings last night. But the thing about Damage, Damage had some really scrappy games. They had 2 wins on Friday, but both those wins were by 1. And then they got shut out by Aftershock, and then were able to beat up on Notorious pretty good to kind of cushion that margin and go 3-1. But they had battles.
Yeah.
So they had when you have battles, like if you're smashed, like Red Legion smashing everybody.
Yeah.
So they haven't really had they did in that last game have a little bit of adversity, but for the most part, it's been Red Legion by first degree murder. Whereas Damage has had fight after fight after fight after fight, and you learn so much from those games, and it looks like it right now. Damage is on cruise control.
How nice is it, Matty, not having that huge tower at the 50 so we can actually see all the action?
Amazing.
Bears lose 1. Bears lose 2. Bears get a bounce going to the can.
Wow.
5-on-3 advantage here for Infamous as they push down the drill from drill 1, drill 2. Jonah's up in the snake looking inside from Infamous.
And here comes the battle, as we have seen all tournament long. But a lot of guys have been getting to this spot recently as this play develops, and they know they're there. They just shoot inside and kind of wait a beat or two for things to develop. But not right now, though. As the Bears going to launch, they're going to shoot out Jonah Jamrose.
Bears lose another body cross field, so 2-on-4 advantage as Sakaguchi gets run down.
Oh, it was a 1-on-3. Now it's a 1-on-2.
No, 1-on-3, right?
Yeah, it was a 1-on-3. They just shot Ryan Hall.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was the war for attrition, back and forth bunker moves over here as the snake side's completely cleared out. And it looks like 2 bodies as the dust settles alive for Infamous.
Great move from Manners.
Yeah, Manners has been pretty lights out for the Bears. He won a one-on-one against Drew Bell to win that game for him against the Hurricanes, and he's been real consistent in the points. He's been around for a long time, too. He's definitely
He got another one. But he stayed over the top.
I don't think he knew he got that first
Oh,
guy.
my goodness. So that was a 3-on-5, a 2-on-4, a 2-on-3, a 1-on-3, a 1-on-2 to a 1-on-1. Wow, if you're watching this at home, you're getting a show right now. That was pretty awesome.
Back and forth.
I hope we have more of that today.
Yeah, what was that, 15 seconds? Just people just...
If paintball would be a way bigger sport if every point was played just like that.
Yeah. Wait, you're saying, so the 10 minutes of hiding the X Factor and the other team did the other day was not cool?
Well, I mean, I understand you're trying to do what you feel you need to do in given that situation to win the game, but for entertainment value, unless you're a paintball purist, not exactly the most entertaining brand of paintball.
Affixed bayonets.
So, I mean, it is what it is, but that was pretty fun to watch. Right?
That wasn't fun to watch. So I got a question for you guys because I woke up this morning and I was looking at the schedule. And speaking of fun to watch, where are we at with the fact that teams 1 and 2 are in the same Sunday bracket, so they can't possibly meet up in the finals? How do we feel about that?
Well, if I was the team that won, I'd feel great. If I was the team that lost, I'd feel terrible.
Yeah, I played a lot of sports, pretty much my whole life.
Yeah.
How would you change it?
Yeah, I don't like our system.
You can put that in the suggestion box.
Yeah. Well, I do it like the semi-pros or all the other divisions here. Teams 1 and 2 are on the other sides, so they have a chance to meet in the finals.
Yeah.
Like
first place, low. Second place, low.
Well, it is, as Silberg's is burning clock off right now. But what's interesting about the way this bracket is shaken up is that, so Impact look amazing in the prelims. Red Legion looked the best out of everyone, but Impact and Red Legion are on the same side of the bracket with each other. So they're going to have to, if let's just say, the winner of this game is going to play Red Legion. The winner of the Bears Infamous match, the winner of the Bears Infamous match plays Impact. Revo Damage plays Red Legion. On the other side of the bracket, it's X Factor, Dynasty, Aftershock, and Heat. So,
yeah, it's just hard that these teams didn't get rewarded.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah, you would hope that
if I was one of those teams, I would be unhappy. I was unhappy for them, and I got my butt kicked yesterday. I woke up, I thought, oh man, all that work, and then
Well, you didn't completely get your butt kicked on Friday. You guys did a little butt kicking on Friday.
Yeah. Hey, I got to bunker a lot of people. I was happy. But yesterday I was a pincushion. So my back.
Some days you give, some days you take.
Rich, can you put me somewhere where they can't bunker me in the back? It hurts.
It's that old saying, some days you're the windshield and some days you're the bug.
Yeah, some days you're the hammer, some days you're the nail.
It was definitely the nail, yes.
We got a lot of cliches for that one.
I threw a few hammers yesterday, but I took a lot of nails. Hey, I'm here. I'm smiling. My boy won yesterday, so let's go.
So Revo's
got to get into this match, man.
Yeah, so we'll see if Revo can answer. The dreaded 3-point spread is up there. It's 3-0. They're going to risk Ethan Adams, and he gets taken out probably about 5 steps before he got to that inside and out route.
Yeah, Revo's lost every gunfight. Every breakout. 5-on-3 advantage now as Shorty takes the walk.
Well, Damage is great off the break shots, great zone control. I like the play call here from Joey Blute. They send the body up into the middle to control that zone, knowing Salcedo had been going to that spot a lot, and they need points quickly here. And Salcedo gets shot in his first engagement. Beautiful play call here from Damage.
100%, and Tampa Bay Damage is in complete control here. They've won every breakout. They've won every initial exchange. They're in a 5-on-3 situation, up by 3 points, and they're probably starting to think about the finals match. Calm, cool, and collected. They got this field figured out. Got past the bumps of Friday and Saturday. They look much, much better today. Completely retooled. Good job, Joey. Comms are going back and forth with both teams. Revo dropping another body. 2-on-5 now. And this is where, not to be critical of damage, but a team this good in a 2-on-5, I want to start to see people shark down the field, right? In a 4-on-2, a 3-on-2, I'm not going to be like that. But in a 5-on-2, let's have some fun, boys. Let's run down the field.
Man, after that first bang point, damage is just taken over this game.
Listen, every team that comes out here and can win the breakout, right, be up a body or two, like damages every point, it just has a huge advantage, right?
Yeah, also want to let the paintball community know there was a tragic accident on Father's Day, and Thomas, you had a little more information for us about that.
Yeah. I mean, Grayson Manning, 12-year-old kid, he's really awesome. He kind of just stole a place in our hearts. He played with the TKO kids in the last event. He was playing D5. He got hit by a car, and he's had to have a lot of surgeries and a lot of prayers. He, I think he's opened his eyes now, but he's been in a coma. It's just been really a horrible, tragic accident. So if you're out there, if you're listening, there's a GoFundMe page. You can help his mom. You can help him out. Send out your prayers. Yeah.
So jumping into this next one here, the Infamous boys got a 1-point lead as the Bears now on the blue side, Infamous on the red side. Good crossfield spread for Infamous. A little forward progression as they're going to crawl Brussels back into the snake 1. They got Jonah Jamrose at the inside wedge, and they got some bodies in the backfield as well too. Bears, a little bit of forward progression for them, but they're stuck in the pocket a bit here with 6 minutes and 26 seconds left to go. Farthest bodies up is right-hand side of your screen at that wedge mirrored up with Jonah Jamrose.
Good comms for both teams. This is the first, I think, 5-on-5 we've had with these guys. Bears have been dropping bodies early on the break, but they were able to get 5 alive. Oh, Infamous up to D3 over there.
Yeah, Sam making quick moves right to the outside, and when he wraps, he's going to start chopping people up. He is the hammer.
Yeah, he's on their side of the field now. Bears are in trouble here with Sam on their side of the field, D side. Referee running to get the check on the temple on the snake side. For the Bears, looks like he's all right.
So now look at Sam putting the pressure over there in the Doritos. These guys have all turned. Now Tim has the dominance on the snake side, so Bears are really trapped in the middle.
Yeah.
They got to hope their snake player can do something here, but I think Jonah knows he's in there, and he's probably just going to go get him off the field.
That's what I would want him to do, and then Brustleback just cruises right into their snake, right?
Yep. Well, no, now he shot at the corner, so now they know he's in there.
Austin filling out of back center to that can of death. Interesting fill there. Sakaguchi going forward. That's a great move. He needed to get out of that temple. He can support. Oh, too bad though. Sam caught him on the inside.
Yeah, with that 500 there or the 50 Dorito, it's really hard to live in that thing. You got to basically be under it.
It's a really powerful spot to have to be that far up. And Manners, he gets clipped, trades out with Brustleback. Manners begging for a penalty.
Yeah,
we're going to see a major penalty there, I believe, on Brustleback, and that's going to pull out Joe Barrett. Probably going to pull out. It's going to leave just Sam in a 1. Oh, wow. So then a kill here for the Bears. So it's going to be a 2-on-1 in favor of Sam Silberg.
Manners gets a talking penalty. He should have just let Tim get his major.
100%.
He was too busy arguing it. The ref was already throwing the major.
If this is going to want that point back there. And yeah, Brustleback just caught it and did the Matt Jackson, rolled out, gave him a couple more.
Yep.
If Manners just walked away, let the refs do their job.
Well, we'll see how big of a hero Sam Silberg can be right now, or if the Bears can win this high body situation. And with all the chaos that set in, does everyone know the count right now? Are the Bears aware that it's just Sam Silberg in front of them at D4?
Well, and that's what I think is giving Sam the advantage right now. Yeah. They are not aware.
No.
You could tell by their body. They're like, dude, if I wrap this, someone's going to blow me up from the snake side. And there's so many spots here, you have no clue.
And Austin's got the ball here for the Bears. He needs to start working either up the field or out towards the snake side, widening his angles every time Sam shoots outside or down the tape. They can't shoot at Austin. Austin should try to come this way.
Yeah, I mean, Austin is looking inside like he's worried that there's a body somewhere in that forest of bunkers. He's going to looks like he's figured it out, and he's going to come and trade out. That's exactly what you're supposed to do in a 2-on-1 situation.
Yeah, good move by Austin.
Engage, make sure you can trade. Ideally, you'd love to shoot him and not die, but you don't. This is not 10 man. We're not counting live bodies out here.
Yeah, that was a good move. A little bit of life there in the Bears, huh?
Well, yeah.
Imagine what happens when you survive a breakout.
Manners tried to give that back to Infamous by arguing it, like, ugh.
So what do we do for Revo, guys?
I don't know. They've tried running down the field. That's not working. Now you're down 4-0, so you can't really play the pocket. They're in a bad way.
Yeah, so the number one thing they need to do is survive the breakout, right? They cannot continue to play down on bodies every single point. They've only had 1 point where they were close on bodies.
Well, Revo was in the wild card round for the Lone Star Major. They beat Diesel, moved on, lost to the Ironman. So they're making some Sundays, but yeah, this is a head shaker for Revo. They really haven't been able to do anything that's been effective here against Tampa Bay Damage. So still 8 minutes and 48 seconds left. Let's see. Hey, step one, get everyone alive to your spots.
Oh, the Revo player is definitely injured. Something's going on. The way he slid into that corner and grabbed his leg, like he couldn't move his left leg, it looked like something.
Caleb Abel.
Something did not hit right going in there.
Not ideal because Caleb Abel's one of their starting 5.
Yeah, and he's been playing really well for him. 5 alive for Revo. This is their first opportunity to get this game as they get into D2. Shorty in the inset snake in the cut. They're in the center 50 bunker. And now Abel's moving up from the snake corner to snake 1. I think they know that Revo's in that center box there. Agent Smith's on the inside cut, putting a lot of pressure on him.
Rainey being in the snake 1's helping because Revo made a good attack up the middle. I really liked it there.
And they got Shorty watching over him. Now Shorty switches outside, snake side. Caleb Abel communicating that snake 1 is hot. That's Rainey looking inside. Benny Carroll trying to figure out what he can do here in the middle, how he can be creative, put some pressure on somebody, catch a hopper or an angle across the field, but there's a lot of paint coming in on him from a lot of different angles. Feel like if you...
He got one.
Yep.
Now he's in their side.
See if you can get Rainey.
Well, opportunity here with 5 bodies alive. Rebel getting creative up that middle in that center structure, and just 4 bodies on the field here for Tampa Bay, but they have a giant lead to protect with 7:25 to go. So Revo needs to continue to push this offense here as they're going to move a body with Adams into D3.
Really good positioning here for Revo.
They need Sean to play off this. Maybe go run that inside seam into their wedge, take this tower out. So they can blow it open or shoot the can in the back and then get the tower.
Yeah, or if they can put pressure across field on Rainey, dink Rainey out, that would help a lot as well. Everyone's slowing down a little bit here, trying to figure out where the bodies are. Revo moving into the D side corner now with Weaver. Shorty going forward. Oh,
why
Shorty,
wouldn't you
that
just
was
crawl
sloppy.
up there?
Wow, that's too bad.
Why wouldn't you just crawl up there and take the free kill?
Yeah, Shorty goes eyes to the sky in frustration. Oh, and they're going to shoot Benny Carroll out of that center structure as well, too, so it's not looking good. Again, here for Revo as Ethan Adams is going to push up into that crucial 50-yard line on the D side. They still have 2 bodies over there. Weaver's behind them, but it's just Caleb Abel with a possible injury here in Snake 2. They do get the kill on that can as Edwards walks off, so it's a 3-on-3. And another body coming off, another damage player, Chad Boucher, but Weaver comes off as well, too. 2-on-1 now? Yeah, 2-on-1 with just Rainey Stanzik for Tampa Bay after a bunch of kills in a row here, midpoint.
Caleb's got to play here. Got to put pressure on Rainey. Can't let Rainey play one-on-one with the Dorito player.
I mean, if Caleb does have some sort of injury, he's looking pretty good for.
Yeah, maybe it was just a good stinger or something. But when he dove in, he was like not moving that left leg. He was like almost like leaving it in the air and trying to drag and get in. Rainey moving back to the corner there. So whoever is in the Doritos, great job. They were down 3 on
Smith.
4.
Adams.
And he goes and just wraps the outside and starts blowing people away.
As soon as he went to that, I was like, I wonder if he can wrap and shoot. Yep, he can.
Yeah, Ethan Adams is real good.
Oh, big move by Rainey.
Oh, Rainey stands it, catches Caleb Abel sleeping, and now it's going to be a 1-on-1.
See, he's limping, man. I'm telling you, something wrong with that left leg.
Yeah.
And look at Adams doesn't know. Rainey's behind him. Rainey's going to steal this point. Oh!
Adams head on a swivel, and then Adams is going to dig all the way for the buzzer. Did he get there in time, or did Rainey Stanzik put a ball on him? We'll see. The ref's going to give him a check. I don't see any hits on him right now.
What a good move by Rainey. What a good stop by Adams. Man, we playing paintball today, boys.
Yeah, this has been a good – well, that was a really exciting point. Yeah, so
good job, Rain, man. We see you.
Baltimore Revo stays in this match with about 5:15 to go. Now only down by 3.
So they did exactly what Rich said. You cannot lose a body off the break again. So instead, they attacked up the middle, and they used that because they weren't making it wide.
Let's listen in here in Revo's pits. Tense moments here on the precipice getting knocked out of this tournament.
20 seconds.
And there's Ethan Adams, emerging star for Baltimore Revo.
Hey, good job.
Give me 6. Shoe on the outside up.
This one's tight, 2-2 here. Bears on the red side, Infamous on the blue side, all locked up with not a lot of time left. First body drop's going to be the Bears. And it's looks like body drop, and yeah, Ryan Hall going to be taking the walk as well. 4-on-4 situation here. A little bit better field position for the Bears.
Both teams losing a Dorito player off the break. That side is really dicey if you got paint that breaks.
Yeah.
Both teams have a player up in the middle, like snake line, looking cross on the Doritos. Infamous in a little bit of an advantage. They're out in snake 1.
And the Dorito corner.
Yeah, so they're wide over here.
Yeah, big advantage being wide on both of these tapes.
Yep.
Trapping the Bears inside the pocket.
Revo really needs to get out of this corner, and as I say that, they do. I'm not sorry, I mean Bears.
Yeah, if they could have kept the Bears in the pocket, this point would have been pretty much over as Infamous advanced forward. But once one guy gets outside and draws the pressure, it allows the other guy usually to slip out to the other corner as well. Jonah putting pressure on that player in the back left corner.
Yeah, and again, with the way this is, it's 4-on-4. There's 2:29 left. We're on Sunday. This one could draw all the way out. This might go all the way down to the last few seconds before someone tries to steal the win to avoid going to overtime. Or we could go in overtime straight into this point because of the even body count and even up on pretty much. I mean, Infamous has a little bit better field position because they're out into D2. That's pretty crucial, especially because the Bears are still in that can, and that can's terrible.
Yes.
Right. I think the X factor here is going to be, what does Sam do? Because Sam's either been like that killer, or he gets caught in that situation.
And he's the body for Infamous in that Dorito. And he's been good, and he plays on his toes. He's an offensive guy. He doesn't like to just sit, look cross field. If you're going to not put pressure on him, he's going to move up.
Problem is, though, he's on the island, right? So if he does die,
that's what I'm saying.
It's a big deal.
Probably he goes and gets some, they win the game. He goes and dies, they probably lose the game.
But that's paintball, right? You're either the hero or it was
the villain.
Or you're bad. Yeah.
I like this move by Jonah, getting up in here.
Yeah, you've got to press to your advantage. You got to put pressure on that can.
Well, you want to be close enough too in that last 45 seconds if you're going to go try to take this point. Right? You got to have someone you can send through and then play off of it.
Yeah, I think Jonah's kind of clears it out, and he's got 2 guys behind him.
Yep. I like them. They're putting the pinch on this can now. You see Zach and Sam, so the Snake 1 and the Dorito 2 are both putting the pinch on that can over there. They're trying to get the weakest player off the field.
Weakest position for sure.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't mean that.
No, I know what you meant.
I don't even know who's in
No.
Dang it.
You know the guy who sucks over there in the can?
Under a minute to go here.
And the reason we call under a minute is because the penalties are amplified in under a minute. If you catch a major penalty under a minute. Oh, bad gunfight death down the tape from the Bears player. I think it's Mark Barolo walking out maybe.
Yeah, I think Barolo catching one down the sideline here.
From Zach Patient.
Zach's going to try to go. Oh, and Jonah catches the Dorito player moving out. Is now a 4-on-2 with 37 seconds left.
That's enough time.
Bears are going to have to do some magic here.
Yeah, Infamous is going to get this.
If Jonah just runs at him, it's over, and he does.
Jonah cuts.
Man.
Yeah, Jonah cuts through the inside, stitches up 1, stitches up 2, doesn't catch a ball.
I would not have hit that.
I would have head checked the clock, and then I would have asked somebody to come. But it doesn't matter. Thumbs up.
Whew, I was like, Jonah, you'll be so mad if you were hit right now. Good job by Jonah. That was exactly the move I was just saying.
But the problem here is if Jonah just hangs out, number 1, gets a chance to check himself. Number 2, because you're only going to go up by 1, it's going to burn a little bit of clock off, force them to concede to give themselves a chance. And now instead of 23 or 24 seconds, a big hug from Dad right here as Papa Jamrose gives his son a hug. That's a pretty proud moment probably for him. But you know what I'm saying? Because then if you pause and wait, then it's going to force the other team. It's going to burn a couple seconds off the clock. Yeah. But now they have a chance, at least that they're still in this.
So you went
hypothetically.
from a guaranteed win to you left the door slightly open. Not a big crack, but hey, a crack's a crack, and it keeps coming.
And every couple years it costs the team.
Yes, it does.
We've seen it out here over the years a handful of times. So there's still a possibility. But speaking of possibilities, door's starting to close for Revo, but they did make it a game by putting that point up with 5 minutes. So it's a 3-point spread, 5 minutes left, and here comes Revo from the blue side. They're stacking up bodies in this V structure. Body at the 50, body at the wedge.
Second point now that Revo's had 5 players alive on the break. Let's see if they can capitalize on it.
Second, the Snake 1 comes off of it.
Oh, he got shot across field. Let's see if they get him.
It looks like Sean shot him.
Yep, 4-on-4 now as Revo loses their player from the can of death. Good comms from both teams.
Both teams in the Snake 1.
Yeah. and 4-on-4, but no one on that D side at all for damage. They have no one on the side. The closest body, or sorry, for Revo. The closest body's Weaver.
Yeah, people really emphasizing snake side in the middle here. Some squads going with as many as 4 bodies snake side and only 1 D side. The problem with that is when you lose that D side player, you're very, very vulnerable over there. Repositioning there from Benny.
So yeah, damage in a better position because they have some outside containment with body on the D side.
Yeah, and they let him get out to D1 too, Matty. From that can of death out to D1.
Yeah, it's good fill from Edwards. But the thing is, it's up. Revo has to push the issue here.
Yep.
Tampa Bay, look, spread means nothing right now. Damage is 3-point lead. They have a 4-on-4 situation, but they have that cross-field spread. Top of your screen, D1. Snake 1 with Keith Brown. And then Edwards is going to go into D2. So it's looking real good for damage to try to protect this lead, as long as no one loses gunfights from their spots.
Well, and all they really needed was either this 50 snake brick or the snake 2 to make sure they just contain that guy.
Yep.
And then because then you can come through this seam right here and blow the game open.
Yeah.
Right? Now that they're wide, the seams are a lot harder.
Yeah.
Benny Carroll going to try to force a gunfight over here, snake side. Oh, great comms.
Oh, and they
Keith.
get his shot in on Benny Carroll. Man, Keith's feasting today.
Yep. Jason called it. Keith came right over the top, knew exactly where to shoot, and just blew Benny's head off. So 4-on-2 advantage now. 4 Tampa Bay damage. 3 snake side, 1 D side for Tampa Bay. Revo with snake 50, snake 2, and now the can of death. Weaver actually gets all the way out to D corner. Let's see if he gets there alive.
Yeah, big
He
kill.
does-
Oh, not
does
able to
not.
do it. So that's a really good kill here for Tampa Bay damage to help try to win this game, move on.
Keith
He
Brown gets
takes one,
eliminated,
though.
though.
He takes one.
Big move.
And then he takes one.
2-on-2,
Sean gets
guys.
2. Oh, man. Sean got 2 on that run through.
Yeah, 2-on-1 now.
And their
Advantage.
snake guy's not even looking at the Doritos. He's going to get rocked.
Yeah. I think it's Bo in there.
They need to concede the point here.
I don't know, Matty. You're down by 4.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah, you
what's
got-
your?
you gotta
What,
be
you just
strong,
gonna, you just gonna give up?
No, you got to send it,
You
I
got
guess.
225.
Yeah.
225. You got to rail off 4 unanswered points here.
No big deal.
Yeah, just a couple 40, 440.
No big deal. Yeah, I mean,
440s?
but at least there's a chance, right?
Hey, that's
Say
why
there's
we
a
do our
chance.
440 drills at practice, guys. So in this situation, we can win 4 40-second points.
Hey, if you got a QP, you're running it back to back to back, no matter what, right? You ain't going home without swinging.
Yeah, I mean that's a big ask. Big
That
ask.
was a nice move by Sean, though.
Yeah.
2-on-4, he said, you know what, I'm sending it. I just wish when he got the 2, he would have just went
Just
down.
ducked. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? Because then he just gave up the body at that point. It was like almost like, I got 2, what do I do next? Like, dude, you got 2, lay down.
He planned out the first half of that move, just didn't plan out the second and
Yeah.
at the end of the move.
Well, much closer match here in this one with the Bears just down by
All right, here
one.
we go. Where
Infamous.
Bears going, guy? Where Bears going? Everywhere?
Pocket.
They
Heavy
gotta go.
pocket.
They have staggered attack, man. No choice. 22 seconds left to go. Gotta
Oh,
send
watch
it.
out. That
Bounce
might be a
one.
penalty.
Yeah, they bounced 2.
Oh.
They
Oh,
bounced
he
Jonah
bounced.
and Zach.
Yeah, no one coming off
They're in
right
their
now.
400, though. They're in their side of the field.
On the D
He's
side,
on
yeah,
their side of the field again.
attack coming on the D side. He makes it all the way into their side. His body's starting to get peeled off here for Infamous as Jonah Jamrose takes a walk. But they still have 4 players alive, and that should do it here. So the Bears dying on their shields, and Infamous is going to take down the Bears and move on to play Edmonton Impact in the quarterfinals.
Hey, Bears, if you're listening, you had 2 hard bounces on the Snake Temple and the Inset Temple. So great shots. Your shots are dialed in. You just bounce those guys.
Yeah. Zach went running and shooting, took a good shot there.
So Infamous had a second life. They went 2-2 in the prelims, even on the point spread. Typically, you are not going to make it on a Sunday if your point spread's even. Needs to be in that positive area, but they made it into Sunday and made the most of it here in the wild card. They're going to be moving into the top 8. Now, they are going to have to play Edmonton Impact, and in the prelims, Impact looked just as good as everyone except for maybe Red Legion.
10 seconds.
In the pits right now with the triumphant Infamous.
Revo's got to be super frustrated here, right? Nothing
Yeah.
they're doing is working.
Well, I mean, they're making Sundays, so they kind of just put that team together too.
Yeah, on the rebuild for sure. Here goes Shorty. Hey, Revo, 3rd point now with
Uh-oh.
5 alive.
Okay, he's good.
Bone crawl forward into Snake 2 there, Snake 1. Oh, I like that Benny's up in the middle again. I like the Revo's not just laying down here. Still trying to win this game. Benny now onto damages side of the field in that center bunker, and he gets caught by Rainey from the cross shot. Benny's trying to get out of there, but they're punishing him. 4-on-5 advantage for Tampa Bay Damage.
Damage just holding on, crossing it up, and all Revo's going to see is just the tips of those barrels and the edges of a goggle. Oh, they do get a shot in on Rainey Stanzik, though, so, but losing.
Oh, Rainey, and Sean just got shot by his own teammate in the back of the head.
Oh, a little team kill here on Sunday. Never fun.
Rainey's lucky he didn't get a penalty there because he looked at that and went back to playing.
It was weird body language, too, right? I was like, what are you doing, man?
It's not even worth it. You're 4-on-4. 120 left, and Revo has to score 4. It looks like he gets a bounce going into the Dorito, too, there. He self-checked himself.
Yeah, that's Devin Stewart in the back line there. Needs to get up and support Bowen. Needs to come up and apply some pressure. He's not going to pull this game out by playing in the back. Not 3-on-4 against Tampa Bay Damage.
Under a minute to go, so ship sailed on a potential win here for Revo. Tampa Bay going to be moving on to play Legion.
Here we go. Agent Smith going to... Oh.
That shot on the cross from D2.
Okay.
He shot Devin and then released and then got caught. So 3-on-1 advantage here for Tampa Bay Damage, playing a pretty close to flawless match. They won the first 3 breakouts by a body or 2, and Revo was never able to come back after that 3-point deficit.
Oh, it's good timing. Keith won the youth again yesterday, playing with some kids out here,
Listen,
and now I got to go.
Keith is 26 years old. Okay, he can't keep playing this youth league.
Man, I'm not that old yet, Rich. Give me a little break here. But he's playing with Shot Kids next. They made Sunday in D3, so
nice.
I'm going to head over there right after this.
Tell him good luck, man.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, so time ticking off here. Just 8 seconds before Tampa Bay closes the door on Revo's tournament and moves on to play Red Legion. So that's going to do it here for the wild card round. Good job, Tampa Bay Damage and LA Infamous. So the stage is set for that section of the bracket in the quarters. It's going to be Red Legion taking on Damage, and then Impact taking on Infamous. But before we get into that, next up, it's going to be X Factor taking on Dynasty, Aftershock, and Houston Heat here at the 2024 Mid-Atlantic Major League Paintball in Atlantic City. Thomas, thank you so much. Best of luck to your son Keith as he's playing with the Shock Kids, you said?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Well, I hope for your guys' sake you win this tournament. We'll be right back here on Go Sports. See you in just a few.